Water. Water is one of the most essential resources on Earth. Every ecosystem, from forests to deserts, depend on it to survive. But in many parts of the world, water is becoming increasingly scarce. Climate change is altering rainfall patterns, increasing droughts, and putting pressure on ecosystems that already struggle with limited water. In dry regions like the American Southwest, these changes are becoming more viable every year. To understand why water scarcity is such a growing problem, we first need to understand how water moves through its environment. Water doesn't just exist in lakes or rivers, it constantly moves through soil, plants, and the atmosphere. One process that helps water move through soil and plants is called capillary action. This occurs when water travels through any spaces in soil or plant tissues. The movement happens because water molecules stick to surfaces and to each other, allowing water to rise upward through narrow spaces. This process allows plants to absorb water from the soil and transport it through their roots and stems. Even when the water is too deep underground, plants can still access it through these natural mechanisms. Soil also plays an important role. Soils with smaller particles like clay have more surface area and smaller pores, which allows them to pull water upward more effectively. These natural systems help ecosystems survive, but they can also be disrupted. Climate change is changing the way water moves through the global environment. Rising temperatures increase evaporation, which causes water to leave soil and water sources more quickly. At the same time, changing weather patterns can reduce rainfall in certain regions. When less water enters ecosystems, drought conditions can become more severe and last longer. Plants struggle to survive, rivers shrink, and wildlife habits begin to disappear. In dry environments, even small changes in temperature or rainfall can have major impacts on the entire ecosystem. Another challenge affecting ecosystems is the spread of invasive plant species. Invasive plants are species that spread rapidly and compete with native plants for resources like water, sunlight, and nutrients. When invasive species dominate an area, they can disrupt natural ecosystems and reduce biodiversity. Some invasive plants also consume large amounts of water, which places additional stress on already dry environments. In areas like the Navajo Nation, invasive plants such as salt cedar and Russian olive have significantly changed local ecosystems and water systems. These species can reduce available water and damage wildlife habitats. Despite these challenges, many efforts are being made to restore and protect ecosystems. Scientists, land managers, and communities are working to remove invasive species and restore native plants that support wildlife and maintain healthy ecosystems. Healthy ecosystems help regulate water, support biodiversity, and provide resources for both wildlife and people. Protecting these systems is an important step forward adapting to climate change. Water connects every part of our environment from the soil beneath our feet to the rivers that sustain entire ecosystems. Its movement shapes life on Earth. As climate change continues to affect our planet, understanding how ecosystems work and how we can protect them will become more important than ever. By protecting water resources and restoring ecosystems, we can help ensure that these natural systems continue to support life for generations to come.